Bro, I'm here, man. I don't trying to get to my mic. I don't know what happened to Cook. It's like he dropped off.
Oh shit, he probably get back on, but it's the cataclysm, man. So it's just like we need to just stick together, man. I mean,
Hell,
sometimes it take a big person to be the better person, man. I don't know. I learned a lot through my life, man. Some things we shouldn't give a fuck about, and make these issues important. If somebody have wronged you, you have every right to be upset, and I'm
yeah,
not telling you to get over it. I'm not, you know, but I am telling you to confront that person and let that
yeah,
person know how you feel. And if that person tells you fuck you, I don't give a fuck about your feelings, then you got every motherfucking right
hmm,
to not give a fuck about that person. You know what I'm saying? But if that person don't say that to you and they want to work shit out, then just try to work it out. I know it's very difficult when motherfuckers owe people money. Motherfuckers want their money. But I don't want to go on and on about this shit, bro. It's just like when I came into this community, man, oh my God, man, this shit was like it was hope, man. It was a ray of light, man. I was like,
So,
wow, oh
so
my
what,
God.
what, what, what was the one thing that caught your attention?
All
From
the fighting. Oh, you talking about what caught my attention as far as when I came here?
yeah, no,
Man,
no, the community.
it was people who felt just like I did,
Yeah,
you know? Like I didn't feel alone. I didn't feel like, hey, it's other people that think like me. They think the same shit I think,
yeah,
you know? And oh man, I was so happy. I was so happy, man. And then all of a sudden, I start seeing all these beefs and motherfuckers arguing the Indian wars. That's what I call it. The fucking Indian wars. Niggas fighting and calling each other names and fuck him and all this fuck her and all this and that. I was just like, man, dog, this ain't what the fuck I signed up for. So I just say, you know what? I didn't came across other YouTube um people who got their own channel and they don't be on that shit. So I'm just gonna gravitate to them. You know, like I mean, I ain't finna unsubscribe from certain motherfuckers because certain motherfuckers keep you in tune with what's going on in the community.
yeah,
so so shit, I fuck it. I'm a lurk, but at the end of the day, I know what my mission is, man. I don't
yeah.
give a fuck about no money. I don't give a fuck about starting my own channel because I know if I start my own channel, man,
No,
I'm
it's
gonna
gonna be
blow up.
lit, bro. It's gonna be lit, bro. You already know. I can feel
You
it.
know, my girl be telling me like, you need to do it. What the fuck? She tell me, but I be like, man,
Cause it be like sometimes you want to express something, and you can be thinking out loud. You can make that shit into a little 5 minute video, bro. It could be a
yeah,
rant or what wherever it may be. Albeit it becomes something wonderful, yo, for real.
thank you, brother. Thank you a lot.
And then another thing with doing that, you get it out, and then you never know. You might have a like mind like you, and then that's where that connection start, man. You know, because lately now a lot of people they on panels, man, they find the craziest things to argue about, regardless if what the earth is, religion. They argue about this the silliest stuff. Oh, why you call yourself black? You know, and these be like reoccurring things that cause dialogues to turn into these crazy ass debates. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like,
Sometimes, like
go
like
ahead,
like
bro.
like I said, man. Sometimes you just got to be like, okay, the best thing to do, just stay quiet and let
Man,
that person get their point across, and then you express your sentiments.
there is a mute button. A
There you
man can mute
go.
themselves and they can roll the fuck up, take a shot of their drink, go in the kitchen and make them something to eat.
There you
That's what
go.
the fuck I be doing. Hey, but you know what else though? I just get the fuck off their panel.
Mm-hmm.
I just get the fuck off that shit, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, oh, y'all niggas ain't talking about shit. This what y'all on? Y'all muting motherfuckers. Y'all gonna mute
And
me
see,
and shit.
I think that's corny, man, because let the person get their point across. Now I can see if a person is being excessive,
Yeah.
and not letting the next person say what they want. You just want to get your point across, and then when people start talking, you want to just start cutting everybody off. Like shit like that is just stupid. That's weak. Like what you come on the panel for to do that? What you think, Cook? Welcome
I
back.
don't like this. Oh, Cook back. What up, Cook? We thought you motherfucking left us, man.
Yeah, I had when I turned my truck on, all that shit connected to the radio,
Oh,
and it knocked me
Damn.
out. It took me right off. It went straight to
Welcome
the
back, brother.
radio. Yeah, but I was listening to Know the Ledge, man, and I agree with that 100%. I agree with that code. Everybody have a code. It it shouldn't matter whether or not I'm Christian or whether or not you Muslim. That shouldn't matter. What
yeah.
should matter
People make it
is
an issue.
people make it an issue though. You know what I'm saying? They
And
make
it
it an
really don't even be
issue.
that serious.
No.
Facts.
Like
Facts.
I literally, like me, I literally just had to say, all right, you know what? Because it got to the point where niggas telling me they don't want me around no more because of what I believe in. So I literally had to unsubscribe and say, okay, you know what? Y'all ain't going nowhere where niggas don't want me there. Like, you know,
And
Naughty,
see,
where have
that's
you
crazy
heard
because you
me?
can build on anything else, but as soon as you bring that up, they,
Yeah.
they they're ready to
And
be
it wasn't even never
disingenuous.
me. And you know what? It wasn't never even me bringing it up. Like somebody say something about religion or somebody
So
say
we
something
feel like,
about,
yeah. So I guess we building on that. Like, yeah.
yeah. And it'll just come up and everybody wants to see what cook. You know, I'm like, man, come on, man. But I agree with brother Know the Ledge on that, man. I heard what you said, and that shit kind of stuck out to me because how we gonna build a nation when we
We don't
number
have
one,
tolerance. We don't
yeah,
have tolerance.
That's what
How?
it is. Tolerance. Yep.
low tolerance level, man. You know, and it's like people find something to disagree about.
That's a fact.
You find something to disagree about. If I'm Christian, leave me alone. Let's talk about this. If you that, I'm gonna leave you. If you don't believe, I'm gonna leave you. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I did not
Right.
come to your house to talk about you not being a believer. Nigga, I came to your house to talk about, man, they finna, they get ready to shut the school down. That's what I came to talk to you about. I came to talk to you to tell you they get ready to stop this public transportation. Like they finna stop these buses from coming out here. How the brothers gonna get to work? I came to your
Mhm.
house to talk to you about they get ready to tear down the YMCA. They finna tear it down and put a government building there. That's what I came to your house to talk to you about. But you ain't even gonna open up the door because of what I believe in. Because of the God I serve. You ain't gonna open the door for that. You see what I'm talking about? It don't make no sense.
Yeah, shit like that stupid as hell, man.
I'm just like this, man. If a person believe in what they believe in, and if it's working for them and they happy, let them be happy. How you gonna come along and fuck their happiness up because you don't agree with what the fuck they doing to be happy? You
Yeah.
know, that's how I feel. I got a lot of friends, man, that's different religions, man. And don't get me wrong, at times we do have discussions where we talk about religion. We are intellectuals, my people. We have good bills, you
Yeah.
know. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, I got probably like one friend that be trying to force his Moorish American shit on me. but I know him since we was teenagers, and but he's a very knowledgeable brother. And I just be trying to tell him, respect me for who I am, and not what I believe in. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I'm on code. The code is to uplift the people. So you'll have individuals that'll tell you how we gonna uplift the people if y'all thinking in some white Jesus. But well, there ain't nobody thinking in no white Jesus, man. Okay,
Right,
so they're
and
gonna be
that
like,
gets free tools
well,
gonna
if
set
you
them
thinking
on
in some
crazy
Jesus,
shit.
yeah, I mean, well, we could still uplift the people because I just mentioned how these empires lasted so long. They had tolerance of people. They said they permitted the people who wasn't really native to the empire to practice
Mhm.
their religion
Yeah.
because they needed these people to help make the empire strong. So if you don't allow these people to practice their religion, how they gonna fall in line to help the empire strong? So we need to make the empire strong. I don't give a fuck if a person is a Moorish American, a Muslim, a Nuwabian, a fucking Christian, atheist. I don't care. But if they down for the code, that's my nigga.
Yeah.
That's my nigga. You down for the code. Because at the end of the day, we got something we got to do that our forefathers tried to do and it didn't go right. So now it's up to us. It's up to us to do it now. You know, I mean, niggas be talking about land patents and all this other shit, trying to get money to do your genealogy and all that other. I mean, I don't reel myself into that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I hope other people don't. You know, those things, those people are providing for you. You can do yourself. You just got to stop being lazy. But you could do that shit yourself. If you have a fucking computer or a smartphone, you could do it yourself. You know, pay a little something cheaper than what you gonna have to pay somebody else. You know, as far as land patents and getting land back, niggas always talking about it. Only way niggas getting land back, niggas, if they go to war. I mean, shit, and we ain't ready to do that. So we still warring with each other. So how the fuck we
Yeah.
gonna go? We go war? How the fuck we go war with the man, and we warring with each other?
Over the mind. Yeah.
Right.
Over stuff that we don't really have to necessarily go to war over. You know, like there's this word understanding. Everybody can have an understanding. You know, and I feel it's always good to be knowledgeable about anything so you can have an understanding, you know, so you'll know how to deal with that person. You feel me? But
Yeah.
I'm not just about to look at you a different way. That's your beliefs. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to walk in your shoes. That's your sentiment. That's how you feel. So, you know, I feel you on that. But people can't look past that. They'd be like, oh man, that dude so and so, he this, he that, you know, and people make it an issue.
And they do make it an issue. I mean, just think about it. We could think about it all the way down to the most simplest term, right? It's like I'm in transportation, right? So I'm looking for the best driver. I don't care if he Mexican, I don't care if he white, black, Chinese. If you can back up this trailer and make a 90-degree turn, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put you on. I don't care
Yeah,
what you believe in. If you wanna if you wanna stop this truck 5 times a day so you can get your prayers in, as long as you make the delivery on time, I ain't got nothing to do with that. It's just like refusing a doctor. You need heart surgery. You mean to tell me the top heart surgeon in the world, you won't allow him to perform surgery on you because he a Buddhist?
Mm.
Now, does that make sense?
No, it
don't make no
doesn't.
sense at all.
I mean, when you really think about it, it's just we can break it down to being just that simple. What if
People
you didn't know?
prejudice the stuff. I guess that's the right word. People prejudice the stuff, yo.
I mean, what if you didn't know?
Mm-hmm. No, our
But
point
people are
exactly.
proud, people are proud to be who they are. People are proud to practice their religion. They proud to practice that. So what is it in your business? Your neighbor can be the best neighbors you ever met. Been staying next to you for years. Always, helping you with shit. They see you climbing on the roof. They come over there and help you with it. They see you out in the garden planting your okra. You can't get the shit to grow. They come over there and sprinkle vinegar and shit on there, help the shit grow to where now you can't even control it. And then all of a sudden, one day, you decide to go over there and ask for a loaf of bread, borrow a stick of butter, and you see them in there praying to a golden statue. So now you hate them.
Yeah, you're
Y'all
looking at
been
them
neighbors
differently.
for
Yeah.
years. Y'all been neighbors for years. You just so happen to come over there and see them doing that. Now you hate them. Why?
Shit. I'm gonna
It
ask
ain't
the
got
ass,
nothing to
hey,
do
bro,
with
I'm gonna be
you.
like, what's that? What that
you,
is?
you know what I mean? If anything, I'm gonna be like, damn, bro, like what type of, what is, like what y'all doing? What is, I might, that's what I'm gonna be like.
Yeah.
But
I
and
wanna know
they
what it
always
is.
cook. They always cook marvelous shit after that too. What y'all in here cooking? What is that?
Yeah.
What you got in that bowl over there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
don't get it, man. I promise y'all don't, man. But I'm glad we talking about it though, because I think it need to be talked about.
Yeah.
Man, we gotta love each other, man. Like I know some good Christian folks. I know some bad Christian folks. I know some good Muslim folk. I know some bad Muslim folk. I know some good niggas, good black folk, good indigenous, aboriginal, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I know some bad ones too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you just gotta like understand, like many are called, but a few are chosen. Like when you come across in the presence of a person that has the same energy that you have, you will feel it. You just feel it, you know? And you niggas may start a motherfucking conversation, man. And that conversation, somebody gonna learn something, you know?
Facts.
So it's like, man, I used to ride the train in the city, man, Chicago, CTA. I met a lot of interesting people, man. Just having a conversation with them, you know? Couple motherfuckers, I'm looking at them like, man, you suspect, man. I'm thinking you gonna try to rob me and shit. Turned out this motherfucker was a cool motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, no, that's why I came to the thought as you can't judge a book by its cover all the time, you know, all the time. You just can't. And our people got a long way to go, man. And the man, they got the perfect tools in place to keep us divided, dog. Finance, fucking entertainment, sports, all that shit is under entertainment. And
Media.
our
Yep.
our women and for the women, our men, you know, period. They got this shit figured the fuck out, how to keep us divided, So
And
like I
people don't
said,
even know it. They be blind to it, bro.
and I don't know a lot of shit that's going on in the community, man. I really don't. But for the past couple of days, I've been paying attention to certain shit, and
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, it's been some shit going on in the community that I didn't really know about.
Yeah.
And me not knowing about that shit, I didn't judge certain people the wrong way, you know, and I gotta apologize for that, you know. But I did get vibes of certain individuals, but I was just trying to be loyal, man, to the cause, to the code. I was trying to stick to the code, but shit. Now I'm like, man, shit. I need to be stronger in my spider sense, man, and pay attention to who down with the code, just like I am. Just because you talking about the code don't mean you fucking down with it. Cause this
Yeah,
YouTube, people trying to get likes and views. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So I can't never forget that. Cause I don't give a fuck about that shit. The people who got platforms to where they really care about that shit, they care about that shit. That's a source of income to them. So I ain't knocking their hustle. I ain't finna sit here and say they doing nothing wrong. But it's just like I ain't finna be part of it. That's all. And we got a long way to go, y'all. It ain't gonna be easy, man. You saw how they did the Africans in Ukraine, and they trying to get
oh
us,
man,
yeah,
yeah,
and they trying to get us niggas over here to give a fuck and be sympathetic. And man, look, let me fall back, y'all. Hey, cause boy, what you got to say about it, bro? Go ahead.
man. I seen this one video, right? They were all in a group, and the woman spoke up, and she was like, "We just want to go home. We just want to go home." And I seen another video where they was letting people on the train, but pushing the black people wouldn't let them get on the train. They call them black. They was African, but a lot of them was from different countries. It was a lot of Nigerians, and they wouldn't let them folks. They wouldn't let them folks, man, get on the train. They wouldn't let them people across the border. What you think about that, Cook?
Oh no, knowledge. The first thing I guess I would say, I go so far to say a natural reaction. Like a natural human reaction. You gonna want to
Yeah.
say, "Well, what the hell y'all doing over there?" But
And that's what came to me. Like, you can be studying anywhere, doing anything, anywhere. What made you want to go over there?
well,
Out,
this what I
out
was
of
gonna
all the
say.
places, out of all the places you can be, you want to go in the middle of white ass Ukraine and study some shit.
Well, I
Like,
mean, what I was gonna say is what they showing us as opposed to what might be going on.
yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Like, if you, that's why I put it like that. If you, it's like, let me tell you like this, right? Let's say you see now. I don't advocate violence in no manner at all, especially a man putting his hand on a woman. I don't think a man should ever, you know, raise his fist up against a woman. But that's my view. But let's
yeah,
say you see a man just beating the shit out of a woman. Now it's almost natural for a man to go over there and say, "Nigga, you want to beat somebody? Beat me!" Like to jump on him. But
yeah,
that's just what you see. But the part you might not have seen is that she's been locked up for 4 days. She ain't fed him. She been out getting high with this other dude. You know what I'm saying? Like she done ripped your you know what I mean? Like and you were so busy trying to whoop his ass, you didn't even pay attention to the fact that she done stabbed him a couple of times and were trying to kill him. So my point is, a lot of times what we see is what they want us to see because they want us to get involved.
yeah,
You heard what Biden said, right? He done called a man a war criminal. It ain't much more you can say after that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What else? What else you gonna call? What you gonna call him? Communist? I mean, what else you gonna call him after you call him a war criminal? You literally call this man a war criminal. I
So,
don't
so
think I don't think he
I
took
was
that
looking at
lightly.
one thing. They was talking about how he was getting the Nazis, right? He talking about he was attacking the Nazis because over there, the Nazis they symbol is a Z with a line through the Z. So the Russian tanks, right? They got Z's painted on their tanks and on their uniforms, and it's supposed to represent. It's supposed to be Russian the letter Z in a language, and it and one of the translations is animals, and they say they're attacking a Nazi. So you know me, Cook, you know how I do. So I'm like, man, I gotta dive into this shit. Let me see what the hell going on with these Z's and all this shit. And why they call them animals? So if you look it up, you got videos from 2 years ago, 8 years ago. Uh, they got white supremacy groups in Ukraine where they trying to overthrow shit, bro. So still, it's Ukraine business, not Russia business. But Russia felt they had to get involved, and see that's a little part of the war people don't know about. Like I seen this one video. It's like it's an 8-year-old video, and I watched it today, and it's a whole live video about this white supremacist group out in Ukraine.
And let's not forget, Russians can't stand Nazis.
Yes,
They hate them with a passion. Hey, but look, you know what I like to tell people, especially Jewish people,
yeah,
and I hope I don't offend nobody, but when the Jews try to fucking, I encountered a lot of Jewish people who try to talk to me about the Holocaust and how it's similar to the the civil rights movement back in the 60s and shit.
yeah.
And I tell them, I say, hey, well, I mean, I understand. Okay, understand. But Hitler ain't never did shit to my people.
Facts. You know they had
I mean,
propaganda posters where they was telling the black soldiers to come fight for them.
yeah, it's all type of propaganda. And then the Russians ain't never did shit to niggas either.
Nope.
Vietnamese didn't either. They did the same thing. They
And
had
you know
all kind
Putin
of.
short as
They did
hell.
the same thing. Yep.
Hey,
He's
Cook.
short as
Hey,
hell.
hey, hey, Cook. Hey, Cook. When I be bumping into them motherfuckers that be from the old USSR, you know, Poland, East Berlin, all that shit. Them motherfuckers be cool as hell. All they want to do is drink. Hey, man, drink some vodka.
Yeah,
Mother
and get
Russia,
you
man.
drunk, and
Yeah, that's
they
all they
won't
want
let
to
you
do.
they won't let you go in your pocket for nothing.
Say come together, but we can't come together because a lot of people don't want to show respect. They want to get their opinion across. They want to make it want to be condescending.
Yes. But I'm kind of like the brother, man. I gotta make it to Portland tomorrow. Let me see. To later tomorrow and
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday. I'm for the most part a lot of places. As soon as I get that notification, man, I click on and come up, man. And like I said, I tell you, it's gonna be bad time. It's gonna be better and it's gonna be bigger. I think so. So shout out to you, knowledge.
Leave, bro. Like just send a message out to everybody that's watching, bro, because you be saying some powerful shit, bro. I'll be watching you, man. Yo, your shows be amazing, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I appreciate it, man. But what you just ask? Did you just ask me something? You asked me what to do?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, man. Get some advice, man, to the chat. Like just on something, bro. Like drop some game before you drop off.
Well, I think that one way um we can learn how to, have more respect for each other is through charity. So I would say, my last words would be do something for somebody else. And don't expect nothing in return. It don't even matter what it is. You can the next time you go to the gas station, it's always somebody hanging around, asking for some change or asking for some gas money or something. You got a couple of dollars in your pocket, give it to them. You see you downtown, or you somewhere out, and you see somebody a little less fortunate than you. You got a couple of dollars in your pocket, give it to them. You know what I'm saying? If you know you finna get in your car and go home, and you see a man sitting on the side of sitting on the sidewalk freezing, take your coat off and give it to him. You got another one at home. Take your coat off and say, "Hell, man, get in your car and go to the crib." It ain't charity is not how much you give. It's never been about how much you give. It's the fact of giving. Don't matter what you give, whether or not you give $1 or whether or not you give $100, whether or not you give somebody a coat, whether or not you give somebody a hat, whether or not you give somebody a ride up the street. You see them people standing on the street, or you see these people walking 2 miles every day. You see them walking. Pull over, and say, "Hey, man, I see y'all out here. I passed by y'all in the morning, man. Come on. I brought y'all some coffee. Y'all drink coffee? I stopped at the store and got y'all some coffee, man. I'll give y'all a ride up here." See, little stuff like that, it goes a long way with morality. And it'll help you with your interactions with other people. It really will. I think it will. So that'll be my word, man. Just try to look inside somebody else's mind for a minute. Come outside of your own and try to look through somebody else's eyes just for a little while and see how you can help them see a little better.
Yeah, that's powerful right there. Like I always look at though they were bigger than you, man. That's how you always gotta look at somebody, especially homeless, regardless of what they are, because you never know a person's situation, you know, and that's how you got to be. I mean, because you got to realize, man, you could have been in that same situation, but you lucked up, and it's not even luck. You just didn't experience what they went through in life. But some people got it hard, you know. And then with situations like that, when shit get hard for people, they do things they never did before, and they ended up in situations that was dire. So you just got to look at the next person like, what if that could have been you? Or just show some respect, because it's a lot of people that's going through all kind of fucked up situations, but they don't got no help, and people look at them like, man, no, wouldn't even help, you know, especially if they won't. Especially if they need $2, right? So I'm gonna give y'all this story real quick. So there's this homeless man. He's asking for $2 because he wants to get something to eat, right? So he's sitting outside the store, and you walk into the store. You walk right past the little homeless guy asking for $2, egg him. But then when you get into the store, there's this nice, fine young lady in line, right? And she trying to shortchange the cashier, right? She getting some bullshit, and the shit she got costs $5, right? And she only got two, so she trying to flirt, trying. trying to get the cashier to be like, all right. So you help that person, but why you can't help that homeless person that asked for $2? But you gave $3 to that lady that needed to buy that bullshit she needed and looked like she was decent, taken care of. So just think about little situations like that.
Mm-hmm. That was a good one right there, bro. That
I mean, because you'll walk past that homeless person that's asking for $2, but you'll be like, "Hey, I pay the change. I pay the change for whatever they want."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's how people is.
Yep. A hardened heart, man.
Yeah.
Soften your heart a little bit, man. And I agree with you 100%. You never know. And you know what, man. I'm gonna say this too real quick before I get off. Um, a lot of times, if you walk past somebody and you just smile at them and say, "Hey, how you doing?" That'll change their whole day.
Yes, that's a fact.
It'll change their whole day.
Because 100 people could have walked past them, and you was that one person to say
Yep.
something.
Yep.
So that made them feel like they wasn't invisible. You know.
Yep. Yep. And it's something I do all the time because I'm out like traveling from state to state, so I'm the type of person I walk up to drivers. Hey man, how you doing? Hey, look, I'm trying to find the best way to get over here. I'm trying to find the best route, to get over this way. Man, people, I I didn't stop and ask people for directions. Some that'll take them 5 minutes to tell me. By the time I get through talking to them, I done stood up there and talked to them for a whole hour and a half. They done told me about their wife, their children, uh, 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 how much of a bad day they been having. Sometimes all it take, man, is a smile and a hey, how you doing? But we so used to being caught up, and I mean, I get it. I get we have bad days too. I have bad days. But I think the reason why I don't have so many is because I practice that all the time. So 9 times out of 10, when I'm having a bad day, it loop right back around to me. I'll be sitting in my truck or I'll be sitting, in a restaurant trying to hurry up and eat, so I can miss this traffic. And somebody come over there and say, hey man, what you eating? And just crank up a conversation. And I forget all about that bad day I was having. Or somebody that I never met, ain't never seen them a day in my life. This is the first time I ever met them. And they changed your whole way of thinking. It's almost like sometimes people turn into erasers. And you got all these problems on this chalkboard that you trying to figure out. And somebody that you don't know, that you never even met, this your first time meeting them, they can come and erase all that bullshit you had on that chalkboard and tell you, now write your own stuff up there now.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can now you can start your day off how you want to start it. Or you can end your day how you want to end it. And you ain't gotta carry all that shit in there with you. It's a beautiful thing, man, when we really help somebody else. I understand people say that they God and they don't need nobody else, but I think that that's part of being human. You need somebody else. I think
Yep.
everybody needs somebody else, and somewhere in your life, you're gonna need somebody else. A life of misery is a lonely life, man. I mean, a lonely life. I said it backwards. A lonely life is a life of misery.
You ain't gonna do nothing but get gray hairs,
That's
stay
it.
up at night, angry for no reason.
Yep. Anything can make you mad, and you can't pick up the phone and call nobody, or you know, you you can't see people, standing over there, and you feel like you can't go over there and talk to them. Some people you can't, but most people you can.
Yep.
Most people you can, man. Most people you could just walk right up to them. Hey, man, where you get them shoes from? Hey, bro, where you get that shirt from? And you can see it. Like, you can literally see the expression on their face. They'll light up, man.
Yep.
Just because you saw them, or just because you said something to them. They could have just been and got the worst text ever, or they could have just been and got the worst phone call ever.
And you made their day because you said you talked to them,
Yep.
and it's like another story. Like you never know, because you can anybody you can talk to, and they have some kind of comfort, like especially in the what's that one movie? Y'all ever seen Home Alone? You seen that before, Cook?
Yeah, with the
Uh,
little Macaulay
little boy,
Culkin.
right? So right, he thought the lady that was feeding the birds was crazy, but he actually talked to the lady because he was scared of the lady. But he actually went to where she was sleeping and staying and realized she was a little homeless lady, and he talked to her. The lady was intelligent, you know. She just was a victim of circumstance, And the old lady that was feeding the pigeon, she was cool as hell. She even helped him get away from the what they call it. They used to be called the wet bandits, but now you can call me the sticky bandits. Remember that part, right?
Yeah,
She helped
yeah,
him get away. She helped him get away from the dudes,
yeah.
but he was scared of her.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. But everybody, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. I appreciate Cook coming up. I appreciate Brother Knowledge coming up. But until next time, I'm Knowledge Uprising. Peace.